Yes, we do have a rhino living in the Gainesville area, and he lost his home to a fire at a wildlife sanctuary. WUFT's Evan Moon visited Carson Springs today and joins us to tell us the unusual tale.
Yes, the rhino's name is Henry. He's 35 years old, and he's lucky to be alive. With help from his caretakers, Henry was just able to escape from an electrical fire at his shelter yesterday. But now Henry is in need of a new home. Henry the rhino spent most of the day laying in a pond across a field from what was his home. It's now pieces of torched wood and piles of debris. Yesterday morning, the owners of Carson's Wildlife Conservation got a call about a fire and immediately ran towards the smoke.
First thing I thought, I'm looking for Henry out here, and then I thought, oh my God, he's on fire. I don't even, I want to start crying. I was just horrified for him.
Barry says within 10 seconds, the whole shelter was going up in flames, but his first priority was to keep Henry safe.
Grabbed it by the horn and tried to turn him because he kept going towards it, and I put the blue barrel. Come on, Henry. And finally, I have a real good bond with Henry, and he started turning, and as he turned, I kind of got my foot caught, and then something ripped. I felt a tear.
Barry had broken his foot in his efforts to keep Henry away from his burning home.
Actually sat with Henry for the next 4.5 hours because he was pretty scared and just wanted, he's 35 years old and I was a little worried.
So even though you needed to go to the hospital, you stayed with him for another 4 hours?
I was planning on going to the hospital because the paramedics, they came with the fire trucks, they said, you need to go. And I said, well, as soon as I just make sure Henry's all right.
Yeah. Barry's wife, Christine, was doing everything to secure what was left of the building.
When I get in that mode, I'm just concentrating and focusing on the task at hand. And before the fire was even out, we were rebuilding the fence.
I'm standing inside Henry's home that was completely burned down. You can see that the roof has collapsed and most of the railings are completely charred black. They've become ash. There's piles of charred rubble still laying on the ground. Other than a few minor scratches, Henry was not badly hurt, but his habitat is destroyed. The Wildlife Conservation started a GoFundMe page to rebuild Henry's home. They've already raised nearly $4,000.
And my heart is it's hard to describe the feeling when the community comes together. All our family. They're not a species like they are in a zoo. They're Henry. And who happens to be a rhino.
Barry and Christine had a meeting with contractors this afternoon to determine how to rebuild this shelter and how much it will cost. With help from the community, they hope to build Henry his new home as soon as possible.
Thank you, Evan.